Our goals for today, we have a network to build and we've got a load of things to lay out. We need to be ready for musicians for tomorrow morning. So we're going to be testing musicians, interactions, collaboration.
And it's getting all the desks set up so that we can have the engineers in a separate area. Obviously it's all socially distant at that point. And it's been getting it in and getting it working, that we can also cordon off each musician so that they can't see each other at a certain point in time.
It's quite a tricky process because what we're doing is absolutely brand new. We're kind of effectively creating the standard as we go along. So there's been a really big amount of work done by the audio guys and the networking guys.
We have proved that we can do it in one side, let's do it now on two sides.
Had some fascinating results, stuff that none of us were expecting at all, in terms of what we're able to do with audio over a network and musicians being able to play together.
We're doing some tests with latency and we've actually found the tolerance is much higher than we would have ever thought. The key part of this project is to allow musicians to play remotely. So today we find out how technically this changes, how they interact differently, and so another exciting day of research.
The technology becomes this sort of invisible layer. Normally you're very aware of the technology, the stereo mix, the sound in your head. This almost removes some of that artificial sensation of having headphones on, and you start to feel. And I think actually in the long run, once a musician gets used to it, I think they might play better, it'll be a much more engaging experience because they as a musician are engaging with the space as opposed to feeling isolated.
And it's very similar to when musicians play together in a concert hall, so classical musicians where they're sat 14 or 15 metres away from each other and yet they're still able to play together. All right, got a conductor or a click or what have you, but it's still, they're still able to do that, and the theory being that actually it's a more natural hearing environment and that the brain is having to work less hard to decode everything, and actually it's then able to cope with the latencies a lot better.
Sometimes there was some latency, and so I'm guessing I'm adjusting to just trying to keep in time with where I think time is.
If we can make this work, which we will be making work, we have a very good reason to go ahead with other developments to basically enable musicians performing in real time and being not in the same place.
You know I'm this guy, you know I'm that guy, you wanna touch yourself and you see.
By having some loudspeakers that can provide surround information and some immersive information, we can just open up the experience a little bit more for the live audience, as well as the people who are doing AR and VR experiences with headphones in.
So I'm trying to figure out how we work within the Brighton Dome, which is a beautiful venue, and think about using the architecture, using the structures that are in here to really bring those out so that people are fascinated the whole time they're here.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not addicted. I just want to have some time to rule myself with you. Baby, yes, escape from reality for a minute. I don't don't want no stress, don't have no stress if I got you. 'Cause I just wanna get lost in this moment.